Like I said in my previous video, AI is a tool that takes your productivity to the next level. So AI is a problem solver. So I said in my last video that you need to find the problem before you find the tool. You don't find the tool first and then look for the problem. So the essence of artificial intelligence and LLM and AI workflow and blah blah blah, the essence of this tool is to solve the problem. So if you don't have a problem, you don't need a tool. But if you have a problem that you need to solve, then you can now look for tools to get it solved. So your first approach to getting into AI automation or to getting digitally literate in AI skills is not to learn those skills, is to find a problem. Yeah, I know there's so many videos on YouTube teaching one tools or the other. Fine. Those are very good options, but priority matters. Priority matters. So the first priority, if you want to get started in learning how to use AI tools, is to find a pain point. In my last video, I emphasized 5 pillars, and one of the pillars is finding a pain point. So in this video, I'm going to demonstrate how I will use AI automation, or let me say AI tools, to simplify my workflow. Now on the screen, you have an Amazon Q3 2025 Q3 results. Now, I don't have a finance background. If I intend to study this document, it will take me probably 3 to 4 hours to understand what is in this document. But however, because I'm interested, I might be interested in investing in Amazon. So definitely I need to know what is in this Q3 results PDF. But I don't have all the time in the world. That's a pain point. I want to be informed about what Amazon did in Q3 2025, but I don't have all the time. That's a pain point. So what can help me solve this pain point? Then I look for the tool. So one of the tools I'll be using in summarizing this Amazon Q3 2025 result is Notebook LM. So here we have Notebook LM. Notebook LM is a wonderful tool. I use it often. Is as one of my productivity tools, if not the most used productivity tool in my workflow. So Notebook LM takes your data and works on your data, whatever source you provide, your data works on it and creates multiple uh, deliverables from it. So I can click when I create the create new button here. So it will ask me for my sources. So if you don't have a PDF or an Excel file or a video, you can discover sources. So where you're gonna type the web address that you're gonna get the sources from. However, if you have your document ready, like I already have, so I have my Amazon Q3 2025 results. So I don't need to click discover sources. I already have it. So what I will do right now is to choose my file. So now I choose. So I have the Amazon Q3 2025 earnings release. So I just click it and upload it into Notebook LM. So just a brief overview of Notebook LM interface. So if you need to create a new notebook, you just click notebook here. So on the left panel, you have the um, the spacebar to type the web address as your source. So, or if you don't have a PDF or a ready-made data source, and you also don't have a website you intend to gather data from, you could just enter manually the information you intend to search. For example, I might decide to say, what is the trend of savings among teens. Okay, so assuming you don't have a data, you don't have a PDF, you don't have a data source, you don't have any web address in mind, but you have the idea of what you intend to search, you could just type it as we have it in the sidebar. But me, I'm not going to do that right now. I already have my data, which is the Amazon Q3 2025 in PDF format. So I already uploaded it as shown before now. So this is what we have. So now once you upload it, it will give you a summary of what is in the uh, in the report. So for example, what we have here is this official report details Amazon's financial performance for the third quarter of 2025 highlight a 30% rise in total revenue to $180.2 billion. Okay, nice. Now, in the middle section, we have a configure notebook button where you can configure the behavior of the notebook. So here we have default. Here we have, so default means define your converse, it's the default setting. So here we have the learning guide. You can also choose custom. Custom means you can type in how you exactly you want the note you want notebook to behave. That's like saying giving a role uh, to your notebook. So, for example, we have an example here that says customize the style, as in like respond like a PhD student or suggest different roles. Okay, so I could just type in here. Okay, assume the role of a communication strategist. Okay, for a top global uh, company. Okay, so you could choose the length of the response. You could choose default, you could choose longer, you could choose shorter. So let's leave it as default and then save. Okay, so on the right side you have the deliverables, the studios. Okay, you could generate notebook could generate this information as an audio, could generate it as a video, could generate it as a mind map or a report. It could also generate it as a flashcard, a quiz, an infographics, or a slide deck. Okay, this is exactly why I love notebook LM. So depending on the requirement of your company, of your personal projects, you can choose either of these outputs that best fit in the purpose. But in this video, for this purpose, uh, I am going to choose infographics. So infographics helps you to actually visually see what present let me say just a summary of the info in a graphical form. So now I could just go to the typing section and tell notebook what I intend to achieve to get done with the source. So I could say summarize summarize the content of Amazon Q3 earnings. Okay, summarize the content of earnings. Give me insights. Okay, as a potential investor, company stock on on whether it is good, whether it is so strategic to buy. So let's check that out. Let's see the output. So reading full chapters, checking the scope. So here we go. So it says Amazon's third quarter results signal a company successfully pivoting towards an AI integrated future while maintaining robust growth in its core commerce and cloud segment. Blah blah blah. Now this is still a very long this is still a very long info. So I could just compress this into a one-page picture or graphics using the infographics button. So when you click this pencil icon, it brings you the customization options. So you can either generate infographics as a landscape, in portrait or in square. Then you could also choose the level of detail, whether concise, standard, or detailed. And also you can also describe the infographic, what style. So assuming I have a personal brand of color that I want to choose, I could just type it here. Or probably you are doing this for your company, you could just enter your company's detail branding here. But let's use color blue for example. Okay, do this, or let me say create these graphics in navy blue, incorporate, let's go generate. So it takes a while, but I'm gonna pause this video and come back after it's finished generating. So after about 2 minutes, it's finished generating the infographic. So let's check it out. So here we go. We asked it to generate the infographic in navy blue corporate tone, which it did. Uh, so let's say, what does it say? Amazon's growth engine, Q3 2025 highlights. So $180.2 billion in net sales, $21.2 billion in net income, 16% growth in operating cash flow. Key growth drivers, AWS and AI. So we continue to see strong momentum and growth across Amazon as AI drives meaningful improvement in every corner of our businesses. That's from the CEO. So the Amazon Web Service, which is the cloud service growth, reaccelerates to 20%. So major expansion in AI infrastructure. Currently Amazon is investing heavily in its data center in the US and another location. So major expansion in AI infrastructure and service. So now, whereas I would have spent 3 hours or 4 hours or 5 hours of my time reading through these uh through its uh Q3 services. So with Notebook LLM, I was able to compress my time, shorten my time, at the same time, still get the key information I needed in the Q3 2025 report. So I could download this, take it to ChatGPT or Gemini to provide advice or key intelligence in the future of this company based on this data. So that's how I would compress my time, shorten my time in reading through Q3, Amazon Q3, okay, as an potential investor, while I still have my time to do other things. So thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please do like, subscribe, and click the notification bell till I come another way next time. Bye.